Hello and welcome to episode 55 of I Will Cast Anything. We're on Ohana for a TVT. The blue Terran player spawning in the top left hand position is TheSituation, and the red Terran player spawning in the bottom right hand position is ERIKB. Situation, as I'm sure many of you know by now, is my good friend. He was away for the game from a bit, but he is back. Away for the game from a bit? I don't think I said that right. He was away from the game for a bit, but now he's back on the ladder again, trying to get up to Masters. And he likes to play aggressively. Seen a lot of one base play in my time from TheSituation. Can play macro as well, but seems to like to get games over with quickly, or at least do early damage. Certainly nothing wrong with that. See what strategy he goes for so far. Looks like the wall off is going up for both players. And a scout coming out from ERIKB. Oh, early gas from ERIKB. That's interesting. Going for some early upgrades or some early tech. Only time will tell. ERIKB's SCV trundling its way ever so slowly across the map. I don't think TheSituation is not going to have the wall off up in time to prevent this scout, but there's nothing much to see. Situation's just been building SCVs, getting that first gas now. Pulling out another SCV here to kill the SCV of his opponent. And is actually going to do a little bit of a favor. Delay that barracks a tiny bit, but not by much. But he will know that there's nothing crazy wacky coming from his opponent and will be safe in going about his build order. Here comes the orbital command for TheSituation. Wall off has been finished, or soon to be finished, and oh yes, ERIKB's SCV will be trapped and killed. Situation sending a scout out, SCV with 15 health going across. And there's going to be a marine out in time, so Situation is probably going to have this scout denied, and that will be no good for his scouting opportunities. Here we see where that gas is going from ERIKB. He's going into factory, so I don't know what his plan might be. Might just be wanting to get lots of tanks early on, or might be going all the way to starport. We will see shortly. Looks like TheSituation is going to be one basing it for now. Throwing up a very defensively positioned bunker here. Shoot at stuff coming up this ramp and across to this one. Very nice for defending your main, but not really any good at defending the natural expansion. So neither player taking an expansion early, and both players, well, oh yes, indeed both players going up to starport. I thought I was being premature with that pronouncement, but both players have indeed gone straight up to starport before even building a second barracks. ERIKB did get that gas slightly earlier. Has enough for an upgrade, so it could be cloaked banshees here. Hasn't stopped marine production. Has 4 out to TheSituation's 2. Situation trying to get another scout across, but it's going to be denied again, so still going blind what his opponent's doing. ERIKB pretty much has map control for the moment. Here comes a tech lab on the barracks for TheSituation to get some marauder production going, and here come 2 Hellions early on, and a medvac is coming out. So not many marines out to justify a medvac. I suspect that's going to be for a drop. We shall see. Situation slight lead in SCVs, but not really significant for the moment, and cloaked banshees are on the way for ERIKB. So early harassment opportunities presenting themselves to ERIKB, and I think could it be a Hellion drop? These Hellions are just sitting here and they're not going anywhere. I think they might be loading into that medvac, so we might see dueling early harassment attempts from the 2 players. Second command center coming down for TheSituation. ERIKB slightly more bold, building the expansion in its actual natural location. Situation will probably use this as an orbital command for just energy for a while before feeling the need to move down here, and the drop is off and the first banshee is in. Cloak not quite done yet. Situation behind this harass is going to be building 2 more barracks, getting stim, getting marine production going, focusing on that more than on the economy for the moment. And I think both of these attacks are going to do a lot of damage because there's not much in terms of army on the field for either player. Single digit Marines for both. Both are going to arrive at pretty much the same time, about the 7:30 mark. Here comes the Cloaked Banshee. Targeting a barracks for the moment. And here come the Hellions into the main base of ERIKB. They're doing a lot more damage in the short term. Oh, look at this. Ripping up those SCVs. 4 Marines do come up and will be able to hold this, I think. Banshee still targeting barracks. Oh no, starting to take out some SCVs. Got 2 kills by now. These Banshees, these Hellions even, have roasted those Marines. Another Banshee has popped out and will kill it. Yes. So a total of 11 workers killed for the situation with that harass. ERIKB's harass is still going on. This Banshee has not been touched yet, only has 4 kills. So Marines are coming in. How many scans are there available? Enough, I would think. There goes the cloak. Still more workers fall. Here comes the situation's Marines. Pulling the SCVs with them for some reason. I think that scan missed. That scan hit, but not enough damage is done. Situation has pushed this off for now, but lost a lot of workers. 8 workers killed by this Banshee, and a Viking is popped, and that is going to allow the situation to clear that up. But ERIKB has 2 more Banshees, and one of them is going to fly straight across right now. I'm not sure where the second one is. See if we can spot it.
SCV ready.
Well, anyway. Regardless of where that second Banshee is. Oh, wait. Wait, that's a Viking. Where is it? I do not know. This one is going to move in, however. The situation is trying to build up for an attack here. Combat shield is on the way. Stim is done. Marines and Marauders and Medvacs are out. This Banshee is just going to hover here. Might not even attack yet. Might wait for the opportune moment. There's the other Banshee. Put in a defense position. And the situation is moving out here with his early bio push. Looks like combat shield is the timing, and ERIKB is going to take that as his cue to move in, sees with these Xel'Naga watchtowers the army going by, and pushes in and doing so much worker damage. Look at this. Completely uncontested. Situation's army is gone. Needs to throw up some missile turrets. Getting another Viking. Here come those missile turrets to get that detection. And looks like the situation is just going to push in with this. Not going to come home to defend. Going to pick up and drop in while this Banshee just killing the SCVs, building those towers, wailing away, and not coming home. The situation is dropping in. There's a Cloaked Banshee here as well. There's 2 tanks. This is not the greatest attack. Now this is better. Dropping on top of the tanks, getting them to splash damage each other. Will take out this second one, and there's nothing else at home here for ERIKB. Drops a scan, kills the Banshee. Just 1 Banshee remaining for ERIKB at the moment. That Banshee is over at this base and has 21 kills. Presumably all of them workers. The situation kind of all in at this point on account of how many workers he's lost, but killing so many workers of ERIKB's. Both players at a huge economic disadvantage at the moment. ERIKB has 18 SCVs to the 7 of the situation, but about to lose a ton of those. Marines blocking them off from escaping, and massacres taking place. This Banshee now has 30 kills. It's a boss Cloaked Banshee. This expansion is going to die for ERIKB. Going to be down to a very limited number of drones as well, relying on mules for mining. Viking is coming home from the situation. Oh, but it looks like that was cleared up eventually. Indeed, there are no Banshees left for ERIKB, although one just popped and is going to help to push away this force. I don't think any tech damage was done. Oh, it's possible a barracks was taken down at some point. Did kill that command center at the natural expansion. Is going to kill these mules. Be more of a nuisance here, and this force from the situation just won't go away. Finally going to pick up. There's a Viking and a Banshee to chase it away. And wow, both players down to very, very low supply. Situation rebuilding SCVs and Marines. Gonna lose the rest of this force down here. ERIKB down to 13 supply now. Just 6 SCVs, 2 Vikings, 1 Marauder and 7 Marines. Gonna send this Cloak Banshee across the map to the back of Situation's base. He's been rebuilding probes furiously, up to 8 now, using these double orbitals. Isn't even thinking about taking this expansion, but gonna run out of minerals at this main pretty soon. Has got missile turrets up to deal with that Cloak Banshee if it comes in again, and trying to rebuild a bio army here. Get another medvac out. 2 more command centers coming from ERIKB, just thinking I've got to get more SCVs if I want to stay in this game. And also producing Hellions to try and fight off that Marine Burst that's coming. Here is that Cloaked Banshee number 2 coming in to make a nuisance of itself. Don't think this one is going to get up to 30 kills. In fact, it's going to be chased off. It's going to survive the initial scan. And Cloak has run out, and this Banshee is toast. Eventually. Maybe. Probably. Yes? No? It's going to die. Hellions pushed out onto the map for ERIKB. Now this Banshee's in the corner. And gonna wait for Cloak to recharge. Not gonna recharge. Gonna die. I would be surprised if ERIKB builds any more Banshees, but ERIKB is continuing to build more Banshees. Wants to press home that advantage. These 2 command centers are up. Looks like one is gonna go straight to orbital. Up to 14 SCVs now for the Situation. Only 9 for ERIKB, but no aggression possible yet. Situation is now up to 50 supply, and is going to push out. Has a couple of Vikings to try and deal with those pesky Banshees. There's a lot of Hellions down here. And look, he's online. Good split from the Situation. Losing a few Marines at the front there. Needs to be cautious. Picking up. Interesting tactic. Some of these Marines might be left behind to die. They'll pick off 1 Hellion, but not enough to hold them off. They're going to die, but this is the main thrust of the attack. Situation continuing production behind this, not taking a second base yet. Pushing out. These Hellions are going to head up, but the wall is up, and they are going to take ages to break it down. There's 1 Cloak Banshee up here. Scan's going to go down. The Banshee's going to be chased away, and the drop is going to come in, and once again, Situation is able to drop unopposed into his opponent's main, and I think he's going to be able to take out all of these remaining SCVs. 3 Hellions do come back to fight, and the rest of the Hellions are coming home as well. ERIKB knows that this is trouble. All the SCVs are dead. Renegade is saying hello to all you lovely viewers out there. And I think the Situation is going to win this game. The Viking has landed, slightly disgusted. The Manor Mule comes down, and the Situation, I think, has vanquished ERIKB down to just 5 supply against 60 now. Waiting for the GG. 2 mules coming in, desperately wishing they could fight. I have no mouth and I must scream. ERIKB mistypes, and then GG's out.